Coffee, Fire of Consciousness in a Cup. The story of coffee did not begin in a cafe. It began high in the mountains of present-day Ethiopia. Legend speaks of a goat herder named Kaldi, who noticed that his goats became unusually energetic after eating the red cherries of a certain shrub. These cherries were the fruit of the Coffea arabica plant. Later, monks discovered that a drink made from these beans helped them remain awake during long night prayers. From Ethiopia, coffee moved to Yemen, where Sufi mystics drank it to sustain awareness during meditation. From there, it spread to cities such as Mecca and later into Europe, where London's coffee houses were nicknamed penny universities. Universities for the price of a single cup in London. It was there that merchants, thinkers, writers, scientists, readers, philosophers, and everyday people gathered. They discussed politics, science, finance, art, and new ideas. The cafe became a place of exchange and intellectual awakening. Coffee was never just a drink. From the beginning, it was linked to alertness, dialogue, and consciousness, the biological truth. The coffee plant produces caffeine as a defense mechanism. It is a natural alkaloid designed to protect the plant from insects. In small amounts, it is toxic to pests. In the human body, caffeine blocks adenosine, the molecule responsible for signaling fatigue. It does not create energy. It temporarily removes the sensation of tiredness. It increases dopamine, enhances focus, and sharpens reaction time. Few people know that coffee contains more than 800 aromatic compounds, more than wine. The aroma of freshly ground coffee activates the limbic system, the center of emotion and memory. That is why the scent alone can evoke feelings of comfort, safety, or creativity even before the first sip. It is not just taste, it is a neurochemical ritual. The difference between instant and fresh coffee. Instant coffee is produced by brewing coffee and then dehydrating it, usually through freeze drying or spray drying. During this process, many delicate aromatic oils and volatile compounds are reduced. Energetically, the difference can be felt. Freshly ground and prepared coffee carries a full spectrum of aromas, activates the senses more deeply, creates a richer ritual experience, offers a stronger sense of connection to the preparation process. Instant coffee is functional, delivers caffeine, but often lacks sensory depth and atmosphere. From the perspective of the Golden Bridge of Consciousness, the difference is not only molecular, it is experiential. When you grind the beans, inhale the aroma, watch the extraction, you enter the process. That creates grounding. Instant coffee shortens the path, but also shortens the space for presence. It is not about one being good and the other bad. It is about depth of experience. The energetic perspective. From the standpoint of consciousness, coffee is stimulating fire. It carries yang energy, upward movement, mental activation, acceleration of frequency. That is why for some it produces anxiety, while for others it brings clarity. Coffee itself is neither positive nor negative. It is an amplifier. If a person is anxious, it amplifies anxiety. If exhausted without rest, it masks the body's signal. If grounded and aware, it sharpens focus. The difference is not in the coffee. The difference is in the state of consciousness that receives it. Deeper insights. Few people know you are drinking liquid geology. Coffee's flavor is highly sensitive to mineral composition of soil, altitude, and microclimate. The same variety tastes completely different depending on where it grows. In your cup lives the sun, the soil, the wind, and the water of a specific place on Earth. Roasting is alchemy of fire. Green coffee beans do not carry the familiar coffee aroma. Only during roasting does the Maillard reaction occur, a chemical dance between sugars and amino acids. That is when the aroma is born. The coffee we know is the result of transformation through fire. Genetics influence your experience. Variation in the CYP1A2 enzyme determines how quickly an individual metabolizes caffeine. Some people process it rapidly, others slowly. That is why one person can sleep peacefully after coffee while another feels its effects for hours. The ritual is stronger than the molecule. If you created the same pause, the same presence without coffee, your brain would learn to enter a similar creative state. The true power is not in caffeine, but in conscious permission to stop. The Golden Bridge of Consciousness perspective. When you sit with a cup, it is not only chemistry happening, it is a transition from noise to presence. In a fast world, coffee is often the only conscious pause in a day. It is a micro meditation hidden inside an ordinary gesture. Money spent on coffee is not a loss if it creates mental clarity, meaningful conversation, new perspective, human connection, quiet time with yourself. The real loss would be never stopping at all. The Clear Truth coffee is a plant that developed a defense mechanism. Humans turned it into culture. Consciousness can turn it into ritual. If you drink it as escape, it weakens you. If you drink it in presence, it supports you. It is not about the cup, it is about the state in which you hold it. And perhaps the greatest secret, coffee never gave you creativity. It simply reminded you that it was already there.